Hi everyone, this is Vinnieart. I'm a former lead designer for McFarlane Toys. I've done stuff for Toy Biz, Diamond Select, but I'm also a comic book artist. My company is Mela Art World. So all the books you see here, they're from me. I did all the artwork. I'm the creator and co-creator of projects. But stay tuned for after the video to find out on how to get these amazing books. So today I'm reviewing Neca's Homelander figure from the Boys, based off the Amazon Prime TV series, which is based off of the Garth Ennis comic book. But yeah, here's a fantastic packaging on them. Now NECA did a really good job with this. Again, I wasn't totally aware of these figures. I knew that they were doing them, but the first time I actually saw them, it was in stores. So if you saw my toy hunt video just the other day, yeah, I found this guy sitting behind another figure. But yeah, so we're gonna break into this, and I'll give you the pros and cons about the figure and all that great stuff. And here's also with the window open or the flap open, so you can see the figure. And here's a better look at it. Again, really nice presentation on this. They always do a great job with these figures, these ultimate ones. And here he is straight up and down, just to get a good sense of scale and proportion of the figure. First impressions, really nice piece. Legs feel a little bit short, and I'll get into that in a minute of why I think that kind of happened. And it has to do with that kind of diaper looking piece. I don't know why they always do this with the lower half, but it's throwing off the length of the legs, that's for sure. It's something that they've been doing in all their figures lately. So here's a quick look at everything he comes with. I don't know why this figure doesn't come with a base or a flight stand. He's a character that flies a whole lot on that series. It drives me crazy. But so he came with that little packet. Usually it's for like material or rubbery stuff, but I think it's for odor. But anyway, he does come with two other head sculpts. This is the one that he had on in the packaging, but I prefer the other head, and I'll do a close-up and you'll see him. But yeah, they're slightly off from what they look like in the product control shots. This head's pretty cool. You could actually put those the laser eyes in there. This was a really nice feature. They really did a nice job with that. I mean, that looks great, and it holds really, really nicely. But yeah, he also comes with extra pair of hands, the fist. So yeah, they look great, beautifully sculpted, great detail. I hope the camera's picking it up all right. But yeah, paint applications are fantastic. And yeah, here's that other head. Like I said, I prefer this one, so that's what I put on. Some people think that it's a little bit, his head sculpts are a little bit off. Kind of. In the packaging, they don't look all that great, but when you take them out of the packaging, surprisingly, yeah, the different angles, it works. On to articulation. The head, fantastic range of motion, side to side. I like the new ball joint that they gave for the head. It's larger. It's not that little stick peg anymore, but it does go into a dumbbell joint into the neck. But great range. You could really get into the flight poses. You could probably push it a little further too, or if you lift the head a little bit and then pull it back more, because the collar is the only thing that kind of gets in the way, where his hair meets. But other than that, yeah, that is really, that's a good movement, good range. Shoulders, they go up pretty high, considering he does have those sculpted pieces on there, but they're kind of soft rubber. It goes all the way around, double hinged kind of elbow. He's got the wrist joints there. You can turn it around. It hinges. So yeah, that's done nicely. The midsection area, it's like a ball joint. Mine's pretty stiff right now, but he could get some crunch in there. But you got to watch out, because the back part, like that rubbery kind of plastic material, lifts up in the back of it. Nothing too dramatic. You can kind of put it back in, or if you move him again. But yeah, he arches back a little bit. Not a huge range of motion. I mean, you could try it with yours, but I don't want to break this. So again, sometimes QC issues with Neca, but overall this works. Swivel on the leg, on the upper thigh. Good range of motion and movement with the legs. You know, almost perfect splits. He could go up, he could go back, and yeah, he also does have the double hinge at the knee as well. They're tight, solid joints. He could even touch his own ass. Boom, he kicked his own ass. But yeah, he's got the foot articulation. That works. He's got a hinge as well, so you go back for the flight poses, and forward as well. You get great range of motion in the ankles. Really, really nice. Yeah, like I said, my only issue is kind of like that diaper section. I don't know why they always do that. Cape is really well done. Beautiful, beautiful job. The paint is fantastic on this. Yeah, very impressive. Okay, so here's going to be a series of different poses and stuff like that. But yeah, like I said, they did a really, really nice job. But the biggest issue, I think, of the legs is just because they look too short. I'm kind of confused why they do that kind of stuff. I understand it's a very unique way of doing it, but there are better ways of doing that, kind of like that crotch articulation, because the way that it cuts, it's too low and the upper thighs look tiny. I think if you do something like that, extend the legs just a little bit more, and overall proportions would be a lot more solid. But yeah. Well, anyway, again, here's like the flight pose. I'm using a stand from one of the McFarlane figures. Why don't these companies give proper stands to figures who are supposed to fly? You know, it's mind-boggling. But that's the only thing. That's the only downside to this figure. Here he is with Starlight. Again, like the poses look great, very realistic. Keep in mind, this is a highly violent show. If you watch it on Amazon Prime, highly violent. He pretty much explodes people with his laser eyes. He's got like a Superman kind of power set, but no weaknesses. At least not that I'm aware of yet. But yeah, really amazing. Yeah, look at them. The two of them look amazing together. Here he is, intimidating Starlight. Much like he does on the series. I mean, yeah, again, he is a piece of shit of a character on the show, but somebody that we all want to watch just to see what happens. The actor does a fantastic job on the series. But yeah, overall, like I said, I do like this figure. The face sculpt could have been a little bit stronger, but again, moving him around out of the package, it does work. It works for me anyway at this scale. Here he is next to Starlight, so you get a better sense of scale between the two, straight up and down poses. Again, I know there are other companies that are going to be doing a 1/6 scale version, like So Toys, but that's not licensed. But the likeness is incredible. So yeah, at this size, I know it's a little bit trickier, but again, overall, I'd give him maybe an 8 to a 9 out of 10. Great figure. Shortcomings, leg issues, like I said, face slightly off, and no bases. And here he is next to McFarlane, Batman Beyond. Here you can really see what I'm talking about with the legs, especially in comparison to the actual Batman figure. Be kind to one another, but kick ass while you create. Hi, this is Vinnie and we have Through the Woods hardcover book written by Frankie Tartamella. All the artwork is done by me. It's a beautiful hardcover book. Take a look at this fantastic artwork. This is 98 pages, ghost story. I think everyone's going to love this thing. It's amazing. And yeah, we have another fantastic project here, City of Venus. I wrote this one. I did all the artwork on it. Another fantastic project. I'm going to be putting a link in the description to all the videos. And yeah, so please check this one out. And thank you very much. Both of these books are available right now and they ship immediately. So yeah, take a look at the size difference as well. One's more in a European format and the other one's like a standard comic book. And we also have two beautiful art books here, volume 1 and 2. These are 52 pages each, and it just has just a whole bunch of different stuff in here, from your favorite characters, pinups, yeah, pretty much everything, and the kitchen sink. So yeah, these are also available, and they're on the City of Venus campaign.